Hey, you're watching Fat Man, you dingus. Whatever he said.
Yo, it's your boy Fat Man. Okay, when it comes down to Vic Mignogna, there's a couple things I'm going to mention in this video a lot of you may have not seen coming, right? Now, when it came with the whole Vic Mignogna versus Monica Rial, Jamie Marchi, Funimation, that was something I was very interested in. Like, I don't know how Mans lost his job, I don't know how it happened, right? And I was kind of like, shit, I've lost a couple jobs in my life. I related on some personal level just to losing of a job unwrongfully. You know what I'm saying? I've lost a lot of jobs in my life. It just is what it is, right? Come and go. But someone at his level in his career, I was like, damn, nigga, what happened? And still no actual evidence or proof. I'm not talking about all the testimonials that you can say is evidence or proof. Shit that is actual, like, oh, look, he did this, said this, blah, 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 right? No matter what you're going to argue about, I've already done this back and forth with that chess chick, and I'm not doing this again, right? I'm only stating it from that personal conversation. And even afterwards, when it came to the whole court case, there was a lot that I wasn't keeping up with and a lot that I was here and there about. Because I had lived my own personal life. Just is what it is. This is different. This is a conversation to be had, right? Now, I'm probably and 50% on talking about the whole Vic Mignogna and this whole Farrah chick and what's going on with that situation. Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's more personal than I can actually get, right? Yeah, I talked about Jonah Hill and his ex and how boundaries and having conversation with boundaries is different. This is completely different. And I know Farrah has a couple videos out on her and recording conversations with Vic, which I find oddly strange. I'm gonna probably watch those by myself and just kind of see the context behind those conversations, right? And look, they may have a personal good friendship. They might have been in a relationship, 50-50, who fucking knows, right? But when it comes down to that whole thing, I'm only gonna probably talk about the conversation aspect. If we ever get there, I may never ever get there. And when I do get there, it's probably going to be more of a build up than anything. This is different, right? Oh, and number one, I should be minding my business with the whole Vic and the whole Farrah situation because like that's a little personal. I'm close enough to being like I don't really want to talk about that because that's like muddy waters I can't get into, right? Now, when it comes to heartbreak and relationships, nigga, I don't know about personal. That's too personal, but I've talked about a lot of personal shit on this channel before, and nothing's really stopped me yet. Maybe I think it's how I look at it and how I have the conversation. This is talking about Vic Mignogna probably being the SCAB. Now, SAG-AFTRA has come out with a video explaining what you can and can't do during the SAG strikes as they fight for better income and better pay and just better everything for SAG actors and writers. So, Vic Mignogna seems to be a SCAB. We're going to find out why he's a SCAB, why he's a thug. Let's go.
Well, are you a member of the Screen Actors Guild, or did you not?
Yes, I am.
So are you on strike right now?
No, I'm not.
It's stupid. I mean,
Yes, it is.
Because
I'm not involved in it.
Listen, it's not stupid. I feel like the other guy said stupid and Vic said yes it is. I don't know how edited this is. I don't even know where the fuck this is and who is this. I don't know who this guy is, but it's on somebody's TikTok and it's very weird, right? Because someone said in the comments Vic Mignogna could be on a picket fence line striking on all his friends and colleagues. Where were those friends and colleagues when he was getting canceled? Where were those friends and colleagues when he was getting his fucking career destroyed, right? And I'm not just talking about Todd Haberkorn. I'm not talking about anybody else that is related to the Dragon Ball thing. I'm talking about actual colleagues and friends and people that was like, yo, I got you back on this. I don't think you're a fucked up person. He's probably not standing with them because like, nah, fuck that. Hollywood's took my job. I don't give a fuck. I can agree, right? That's personal. And you can't tell another man what's personal to him. Personally, I think you got to know when to cut your personal ties and you got to know when to put business in front of you. Is Vic Mignogna all about his business? Yeah, it seems like it because he's like, I'm being real with my shit.
You know, I just like to work.
yeah, I know.
You know, I'm not really interested in the politics of everything and you know.
See, but that's where you got to look at it. I am not a political person, but at some point you have to dip your toes and pay attention to what's happening. Because if you don't, you're going to be left behind, right? Every nerd in the nerd community, every fucking person who loves to be in their void of fun knows that they have to pay attention to the outside world when it comes to anything political. even if you're not, you gotta pay fucking attention. You may not like the politics, you may not agree with it, but you have to look around and be like, okay, what's bad, what's good for me, and how can I change this around for myself? Personally, that's what's happening with Vic here. And, you know, it's kind of fucking crazy. Let's continue.
You know, the union this, and we got rights to do this, and I just want to work.
I mean,
But for a man that got fired so quickly and that got eliminated super fast, like, it was fast. At that time, a lot of people was like, that shit was quick. Like, it was no heartbeat whatsoever. So I feel like if you were backed up, the union would have had your back. They would be like, nah, Vic has been with the union for years. If you're firing him, it's unwrongful firing. There needs to be a proper whatever the fuck, right? That's what unions are for. Also, back in the days, unions used to be part of the mob, and the mob controlled a lot of shit that had to do with people getting paid well, because in this country, you gonna fuck around and find out. You gonna find out when some niggas dangling your fucking legs over something. It just is what it is. The mob controlled that shit. Now that the unions are still around, I'm a non-union background actor, which means I'm also working to get into the union of background acting, which means I'm gonna get paid more, get more benefits, get more of this and that, and become SAG, right? I only got one voucher. I've learned beyond my shadow of a doubt, when it comes down to anything, you want to be in the union because you want the benefits that count with it. Vic probably doesn't have that same, I don't want to say lifestyle or that same benefit, maybe because he feels like I gotta work because I got shit to do and I can't just be on the picket line and I can't just be picketing, which happens a lot. It's like if you're striking for something, other people are walking past you, like, I gotta live my life, nigga. Do what you gotta do, right? Just is what it is. I can understand, but at the same time, you gotta at least be like, all right, I stand with them because I don't like fucked up shit and people losing their jobs on some stupid shit. You gotta agree.
I love Trump. I think he did some great stuff with Roe versus Wade. I would vote for him if he's a nominee, but
I have no idea where this went.
Well, you got to wonder. You got to
not
wonder
perfect.
why they are going after him with such ferocity. You know, there has to be some reason. If he wasn't a threat, or if he didn't want to do anything differently, you know what I mean? There would be no need to go after him.
About Trump? I want to know if he's saying it as like there has to be something with the guy that they would be going after him for something. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just be going after him just because. I think that's what he's answering that question, which a lot of people would disagree with Vic. It's like, no, they're attacking him for no reason. And me, honestly, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about Trump. He did nothing for me, and he did nothing as president for me, personally. That's how I see it, personally.
Hold on, this is just too good.
what, are you getting a picture of it? Are
Yeah,
we burning this?
yeah.
Are we just going to all take social media videos right now?
No, this is not social media. This is just for my own.
Wait, look, we're burning a Barbie doll with Vic Mignogna.
He's just watching him
Yeah.
burn a Barbie
Vic is like, no, I'm not burning shit. That nigga is.
doll.
Darius wants to lick Vic's dick. Why do you want to lick him where he shits?
That's not true. That's not
Yes,
true.
it is.
All right, I don't know what's going on here, and I can't. So when it comes to this, hopefully I can find the full video and give you guys context. When it comes to this, the dude says Vic Mignogna is a scab, and I kind of can agree if he's a scab, but at the same time, if the nigga's, I don't think he's a scab, but I can agree to maybe he's a scab, right? The fact that Vic is out here not agreeing with the protesters, right? And not agreeing with the picketing line. I'm like, okay, nigga, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Somebody does say in the comment section, Vic should be out there, or like LGBT community. I ask for more info, like, hey, where is this at? But someone does mention you got to be out there with the other people striking and protesting and all that shit. You just can't be on the sidelines and taking other jobs. But SAG-AFTRA does update and does give you and I
SAG-AFTRA
something
on
that is
strike.
opposite. It's probably going to be on the other.
But wait,
can't do during the strike. They go to say, if you have other obligations, go ahead, work. If you have voice acting stuff, any other contracts, commercials, any other obligations, go ahead and do it. Because those are your obligations, and as a grown-ass adult, you should be doing that. Now, at this point, Vic is looking pretty bad on this end, right? And I agreed with the whole Funimation and Monica and Jamie shit that, hey, they were dickheads and Ron was acting stupid. And I don't think the man did anything wrong, right? Anything wrong that you can actually prove on a sheet of paper. I don't care about the niggas' underwear. I don't care about people calling a school. None of that shit was my business in the fucking first place. You know what I'm saying? It just, that's not my business. And when it comes to the conversation about the whole era situation, I can't add anything to that argument at this point because I probably have to look into some stuff and see what their relationship really was. If it was a physical, actual, intimate relationship, or was more just like buddy-buddy, right? Because their relationship seems to be more like, right? Besides those, and the whole, once again, Funimation shit, I agreed on that. Now, the relationship business, that's not my business, so I may not talk about that. It's up to that. But this looks stupid. Like, it just looks stupid. He's on some fucking podcast, on some shit, talking about Trump, talking about this other bullshit that no one cares about. Personally, I don't know, man. I feel like this is a bad look. 100%. Makes him look bad. 100%. But now, is it him offering his opinions, or is it him just having a conversation? Because don't get me wrong. I agree with people having any vocalized conversation. Fighting back, pushing against something, having an argument, and just talking. I agree with that shit, right? Your political views, your politics, that don't mean shit to me unless you're a dickhead. You're a fucking asshole, a bitch, just some fucking bitch-ass motherfucker. If you just that type of person, like just a dick, I don't fuck with you. I don't give a fuck about your politics. I don't give a fuck about race. I don't give a fuck about your gender. You an asshole. I don't fuck with assholes. I don't fuck with people who are just straight up dick. No. Because that shows me you can have this attitude and display yourself in any shape or form, and you think you're better than others. I don't like that. Here, I think he's just having a personal conversation with somebody. They're lighting up a Barbie doll. They're doing dumb shit just for views and being on a podcast, and that's probably what that is. Now, is he a dickhead for not supporting the strike, for this the strike and SAG-AFTRA and the writers? Yeah. He's probably a dickhead for that. Does he have personal obligations to still do the things that he has to do, film, record? Oh, hell yeah, because he likes to work and he likes to stay in his zone. That's perfectly fine. I, on the other hand, may not agree. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with all that, but I'm also non-union, so I actually have not a single fucking I don't actually have a fucking quarter dime to spare in this conversation. So it don't matter to me at this point. But I'll ask you, the audience, do you think Vic Mignogna is messed up for this? Do you think Vic Mignogna, does this video make him look bad? Let me know what you think. And if you can find the full video, just link it in the description below. I might watch the full podcast or snippets of it to get more context of these conversations because it looks very cut up. It looks very bad. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this situation. Do you think this just puts him in a bad light? Do you think this is just kind of whatever? It's only conversational talk. This don't really change your mind about Vic, or just add more context in the comments below on what you think about this. I'm kind of split, but at the same time, I know where I stand. It's kind of like, you look stupid here, my guy. But at the same time, it's whatever. That's your life. Live your shit. You know what I mean? But let me know in the comments below. This is your boy, Fat Man. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, be notified. And once again, from me to you, don't forget to never give up and never surrender. Keep on grinding. Peace and mad love. We out. Woo! This nigga's a scab. He's a thug.
Shit.
Getting on drum.
Last.
You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill.
Here's the last
Some of
one.
you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like all them niggas. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah, man.
Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story, so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.